There we go. We're recording. Hi, this is Michelle Smith. We're going to start over because we did not have the record button on. So welcome to the intro webinar for School Grants for Healthy Kids. I am Michelle Smith, State Coordinator for Texas Action for Healthy Kids, which is the Texas State team. And I will be your go-to person over the next few months to give you any type of technical support or assistance you might need as you're working on your grant project. We will have the sound muted. Obviously, you can use your telephone or your speakers on your computer. And if you have questions, you can submit them through the question box, which you'll see on your screen, or at the end, since we don't have a huge group, we can unmute the phone if people have questions. Just raise your hand and we'll do that as well. We are now recording this call because I know there are some people who couldn't make it and will be able to listen to it later. So I will be sending a link to the recording and some additional resources after the call. What we're going to cover today is a little bit of information on Action for Healthy Kids. I want you to understand a little bit more about our organization and resources that we have, and then talk some about the budgeting information and timelines and next steps for your grant. But first, I would like to congratulate all of you for receiving grants. This is the first time we have done this in several years. We received funding from a group called RGK Foundation and have 10 schools across the state who are implementing several unique programs and initiatives. And we'll have an opportunity for all of you to share your work next semester when we do the Every Kid Get in the Action Week in April, and I could also set up a call if you're interested in sharing among yourselves sometime next semester as well. We do other grants as well. We support school wellness through school breakfast programs. This year we have about 64 schools who are being funded by Walmart and Kellogg for breakfast grants. A lot of them are doing grab-and-go breakfast and breakfast in the classroom to get more kids to participate in breakfast programs, and we're real excited to be able to continue that. The reason we're interested in all of these different things and what we do is the fact that for kids to be healthy, they have to eat nutritiously and they have to be active physically as often as possible so that they can be successful. All of us have a role to play in that, and Action for Healthy Kids has been doing this for over 10 years. We are a national nonprofit. We work with state teams across the U.S. Texas has about 4,000 members across the state, and we do annual summits and webinars on a variety of different things. So we are working diligently with our national organization and across the state to try to get schools to be good learning environments and be supportive of good nutrition and physical activity. The way this works for Action for Healthy Kids is the more you learn about the issue, the more you're going to be interested in working on it and taking an active role in helping kids be healthy in your schools and communities, and gradually, hopefully, transform your school into a healthy learning environment where kids can be reinforces what kids learn at home and learn in the classroom about eating healthy and being active and leading healthy lives. The Learning Connection is one document that's available online. I'll share some other ones that are also available. This was created to help explain the importance of nutrition and physical activity, good food, active bodies, to help kids be successful. And this is a good document. It's that has been well researched and has a lot of good citations that you can share with school administrators if you're trying to get their support for your activities. We've learned through the past 10 years in working with schools, if your principal's not really supportive, then you're not going to be able to be as successful. But if your principal is on board, there's no limit to what you can do. We have some great success stories from schools where the principals were really, really supportive of what they were doing. Game On is another tool that Action for Healthy Kids has developed. It's a system of support, ongoing initiatives can facilitate student buy-in and help get students engaged. So using a tested program to help frame your wellness efforts is a great way to get students involved. The Action for Healthy Kids Game On program is a free online program you can use and tailor to your own school's particular needs. It should help your schools practice good nutrition and physical activity habits with the ultimate goal of getting your school nationally recognized. So one of the things that we're working with schools on is getting them more national recognition through the HUSK program, which I'll mention here in a minute. This is what the Game On tool looks like. And when you go to this tool, you'll be able to click on different areas. Like here, if you're interested in, if you have a teacher that's interested in activities she can do in the classroom, you click on the classroom, and it'll give you activities that will help you improve nutrition and physical activity that you can do in the classroom. If you're looking for things that you can do on the playground, it'll give you a list of those as well. There's other opportunities you can use, different tools that we have there for school grants, for working on your wellness policy for your district or for your school, things that can help you at home, and then things that will help you assess your progress as you're going forward. There are 6 steps to the Game On process if you're interested in using this process, which we really hope that you will. The first one is getting your team, which you already should have a team of at least 5 people, and try to include parents, school administrator, cafeteria manager, PE teacher, other school teachers, PTA, which is important. It's one of the groups that we're really stressing that you involve. Once you have your team, which most of you have already turned in your 5-person teams, you're going to want to assess where your school is and what is exactly that would help your school be most engaged in nutrition and physical activity programs. And the school health index is how you're doing that. So most of you have already worked on that school health index, and that is how you're going to be able to track your progress as well. Once that's into our system, you just build on that. So if you were to apply for a grant next year, you would pull up the school health index, and it would be there from this year, and you could update what you've done, and you could actually be able to track the progress. Then you're creating and implementing an action plan. Setting up your steps and your timelines is always helpful if you're trying to recruit volunteers and get more people involved. The more that you have outlined, the easier it is to get people to agree to participate. You can use the Game On School Blueprint, as I mentioned, to identify activities and resources that line up with what you're working on. Then you need to engage families and communities where you can, partnering with parents and volunteers to help you promote consistent messaging and ensure sustainability. A lot of times what happens is you have a great project and you complete your progress, but then that's it. And if you have a larger group involved and more volunteers, and you can get parents in the community, then you can continue past the end date of the grant and possibly do additional projects, build on what you've done, rather than just having a project end. And then the final step would be receiving recognition, which we hope next spring we'll be able to recognize some of the schools that we're working with this year, and then we can also help you with the Healthier U.S. School Challenge initiative. As I mentioned earlier, the goal of Game On is to get your school nationally recognized. Awards and recognition help cement your school's wellness identity, which can be used as a marketing tool for your school. Any positive recognition your school receives is likely to get your school community wanting more. Awards and recognition will put your initiatives in a favorable light. And one of these programs is the Healthier U.S. School Challenge, which is a program through USDA, Smarter School Lunchrooms Initiative. It was established in 2004 to recognize schools in the National School Lunch and School Breakfast program that have created a healthier school environment through promotion of nutrition and physical activity. The Healthier U.S. School Challenge Smarter Lunchroom emphasizes developing lifetime healthy habits, and schools receive the Healthier U.S. School Challenge award demonstrate to the community a commitment to school health and wellness. The certification is good for 4 years, and the criteria is specific for 4 levels of recognition. bronze, silver, gold, and gold award with distinction. And the bronze is fairly attainable now, and there is a cash award that comes with all of these different awards. So it's something we have some additional information on, and we'll be happy to work with you if you want to apply for this. This gives you a little bit more information on the monetary incentives. Bronze awards, you would receive $500, and if you go all the way to the gold award of distinction, it's got an incentive of $2,000. The thing about applying for this is it does engage your entire school community. There are things that would have to be provided by your school administrators, by your cafeteria manager. It brings the whole team together, and it helps build some sustainability and also some commonality with your different elements of your school. Another thing that Action for Healthy Kids has are webinars. You will find on the Action for Healthy Kid website a lot of different content-specific webinars, and then Texas Action for Healthy Kids also does webinars on a yearly basis around coordinated school health, school health advisory councils, new policies that are passed by the legislature, coordinated school health. So we will provide you with links to the national website links, as well as a link to where you can find websites, or you can find webinars along with this one that pertain to the different topics that I mentioned. You should have gotten a grant. You should have gotten your first check by now and be on your way to getting things going. This is just a reminder of some of the things that you can use your funds for, and some of the things that you cannot. You can use them for equipment, printing, foods for taste tests. They are not to be used for staffing expenses or just additional fruits and vegetables for the food line or something, unless it's for a specific type of initiative. There was $100 in your application was auto-filled in, and that is for a Every Kid Healthy promotional item kit, which you will be getting hopefully around the end of November. Part of that kit will be Every Kid Healthy banner that you can put up in your school, some posters, playground balls, jump ropes, wristbands, water bottles, a letter to the school explaining about the project, and then you'll get these also these other tools for nutrition education that you can share with your teachers and they can use in the classroom. As far as the reporting for the year, there will be a midterm report due around the 15th of January, and that is not a difficult report. It'll be an update kind of on the same questions that were in your original grant application. So we'll be looking for your ADP numbers, any type of progress you've made on your actual events, whether or not you have anything planned for the Every Kid Healthy Week in April. And then, of course, April 25th through the 29th is Every Kid Healthy Week. If that is conflicting with testing or other things that are going on at your school, we would suggest that you pick another week in April and go ahead and plan on doing some type of event, hopefully something that connects with your project. It could be an existing event if you have a sports day, or if you have other events that you want to associate with that relate to the type of project you're doing with your grant. That'd be great. And then the final report will, again, be very similar to the midterm report. It should not be difficult. It would just be the final results on your project and how it came out and what type of outcomes you had and how many people you had involved, and any success stories we would love to have. We always recommend that you take pictures and would like to have several of those, a couple at your midterm report and then 3 with your final report. And what we're wanting is photos with action, like you see on the left, a little girl having her school lunch or something, and you see the food and the healthy meal and things like that, as opposed to on the right where you've got this nice looking young man, but you really can't see anything about what's what's good on the menu or anything healthy. So when you're doing pictures, try to make sure you're capturing something that shows what's going on at your school. As we mentioned, Every Kid Healthy Week is the 25th through the 29th. And this is the National Initiative from Action for Healthy Kid that promotes school wellness. There will be a map that they'll put up on the website, and we will track all the different events that are going on nationally. So what we'll do is we'll take your event and we'll put the copy in as to what you're doing. And when they click on your school, it will share what it is you're working on. Last year, we had 1,500 schools and 760,000 students and 37,000 parents and teachers that joined in Every Kid Healthy Week. So we were real excited about that. And this is a picture of just some of the things that went on during Every Kid Healthy Week. It doesn't have to be a huge deal, but it is a great way for us to all together unite for 1 week or for 1 day during that week or during that month and show that we're all supporting kids eating healthy and being active. Of course, it's important that you engage volunteers. As I mentioned, having volunteers involved helps with sustainability. It gives you new ideas, new enthusiasm. Sometimes things tend to get a little stale, and bringing in volunteers can help bring some enthusiasm back to your projects. It also, can open new doors for you for community support or for different donations. So look in your school and see where the interests are. I know in one of the schools I worked with, we had a parent that was really interested in gardening, and so she got the gardening going. And then I found another parent that was interested in getting kids walking to school, and she set up a committee to work with the city on getting a bus stop put in and getting some bike racks. So if you find an interest from a parent, then you're going to have a lot more support and a lot more interest and enthusiasm on moving projects forward. This year, when we worked on this grant, we partnered with the Texas PTA, and they are supporting us. And if you have a healthy lifestyle chair and a PTA in your school, they are there to help you with the healthy lifestyle liaison. We have a new person this year. Her name is Karen Burnell. She's really great. I have met her, and she's done a lot of good things up in the Dallas area. If you don't have a healthy lifestyle chair, you can still reach out to them, and they will help you work on establishing a PTA or establishing a healthy lifestyle chair and get you the resources you need. And when you receive this link to the recording, we'll also have these links to the healthy lifestyles information. This just basically explains what a healthy lifestyle chair would involve. We encourage healthy lifestyle chairs, or PTA encourages them to participate on the School Health Advisory Council and make sure that they're involved in district wellness policies, which is something that each district has to have. Helps with understanding about coordinated school health and the whole child model. Then, assessing the school's needs using survey or feedback from school staff just to see where your school has issues that you can work on. Creating opportunities for parent engagement and education. And then, completing a plan of work and turning it in so that PTA can help support you. Then as far as PTA resources go, there is a newsletter that they send out. I believe it's on a monthly basis called Just the Right Fit, which will have a lot of good information on coordinated school health, different national observances like Breakfast Week or Child Nutrition Week. They'll also share grant opportunities, and they keep up with our webinars and other webinars that might be of interest to you. Healthy recipes. So if you don't have a healthy lifestyle chair or you don't have an active PTA, I highly recommend reaching out and joining the Texas PTA and working with them to get a healthy lifestyles person in place. So what's next? We need you to get your team together, look at your school wellness program that you've selected, get your action plan going, sign up for any of the webinars that are coming up that you think would be helpful to you. Make sure that you promote and let your school know that you're working on this project and how excited you are, and get your principal excited and make sure that everybody's aware, because that will just build the excitement and make it a more successful promotion. Begin implementation, take photos, and have a good time. So for more resources, to stay up to date on success stories, you can follow Action for Healthy Kids on Facebook, also on Twitter. We don't have a Texas Facebook page any longer. It is handled through the national organization, but we do post things and try to promote our schools through the Action for Healthy Kids website as well. Also, if you have not joined yet, I'm assuming most of you have already joined Action for Healthy Kids and you're getting the Texas Action for Healthy Kids newsletter and the information from Action for Healthy Kids. If not, it just takes a minute to take the pledge and sign up and get yourself a password so that you can get online. Visit the Texas team website. That'll have different links for you to get to different webinars and things that we've worked on over the years. And then if you have questions or you need helps on anything specific, I am going to always be available through msmith@actionforhealthykids.org. And my phone number is there as well, which you should have from emails that we've sent out to you as well. And I'm usually able to get back with people within a day. Usually 24 hours would be the maximum. So I'd be happy to help you with any problems you have. If it's a technical issue, I may have to reach out to National. That may take a little bit longer. But whatever you need, we are here to help support you as you work on your grant. So if you have questions, I am happy to answer them. I don't see any in the box. If you don't, I will. This is fairly brief. I don't want to take any more time than I have to. I know that time is scarce for everybody. So if you don't have any questions right now, know that you can submit them later, and I will give you back the rest of your afternoon. So, no questions? Thank you for jumping on, and I hope this was helpful. Oh, okay, I think I do have a question here. Yes, let me open up the mic for you, Dawn. Okay, what's your question? I can't hear you. Oh, you're not connected to the mic. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, can you type your question in? No. There should be a telephone. You have not received our check. Yeah, yes, you can call me and I will look into it, or I can look up your school and check with them. If you completed your MOU, if there's any holdup on your check, it's going to be probably because the paperwork was not completed yet. So they do require that the MOA be signed off on. The school health index does not have to be completed, but the MOA does. So I will check on that, and if that's not the case, then I'll do some follow-up for you, and I'll let you know what I can find out. Okay, any other questions? If you do have a question. Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, y'all have a great rest of the week, and I'm looking forward to working with y'all and hearing about your successes, and I'd be happy to come and visit if you have an event planned and I can work it out. It's a big state, so I'm not able to get to everywhere, but I will try to be there if you let me know far enough in advance. Take pictures to support you while you're working on your projects. So keep me posted, and thank you so much for being on today.